Hi everyone, and welcome to or back to my booktube channel, and welcome to this new releases reading vlog. So I have a feeling that a lot of these videos are going to be coming out just because of all the new releases. So if that interests you and you're interested in the 2 books I will be reading, great. But if you're kind of over that and you just want to see a reading vlog, like that's still what this is. So whichever you are, I hope you enjoy. But let me talk about the 2 new releases I will be reading in this vlog. Alright, so number 1, we have Iron Flame. I feel like this isn't shocking to literally anyone. This is the sequel to Fourth Wing. I've tried really hard not to see any spoilers since this now has come out like a week ago, I think. I feel like this is the most anticipated release for the later half of 2023. So I will be reading this. I've already started. I am only on chapter 12, so I have like 500 more pages to go. But to keep me preoccupied while reading that like heavier fantasy type thing, we are going to be reading a little YA romance. This is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Ali Hazelwood is one of my favorite authors. I literally love everything she puts out. Honestly, I've kind of liked her earlier stuff rather than her recent stuff. Her latest release, Love Theoretically, I loved the guy, but I wasn't crazy about the girl. So hopefully I picked this up and I love both of our characters. So we have Mallory and Nolan. They are chess rivals, and I think Mallory has a lot of family history with the game of chess, and so we are going through her story, I think, around chess, but then he happens to be the love interest. That's what I've heard, is that it's not heavy romance, but this literally looks like a romance book, and it shows the 2 characters, so I don't really know. But this is the cutest cover ever, and these both got released on the same day. I picked them up at the same time from Target, and I'm so excited for both of them. I think it'd kind of be fun to guess my ratings on these, so let's do that. I think for Iron Flame, I think it's gonna be a 4-star. I think it will not live up to the hype of Fourth Wing. I feel like that's really negative of me to say. I'm sorry, that's just me being honest. But because of how much was established in the first book, I just don't think I'm going to be obsessed with the second one. Hopefully I still really enjoy it though. 4 stars is great, obviously. And then Check and Mate, I'm not obsessed with YA, so honestly I think this may be 4 stars as well. Obviously I hope both of these change my mind and they're both 5 stars. Ideally that'd be great, but being realistic, I think they're both 4 stars maybe. Anyways, I can't wait to read and find out. Also, we're filming in this little corner because I am redoing my shelves. I think you have already seen that at this point, but you will throughout this video once it is complete, and I'm very excited for that. Alright, I think that is enough talking and not enough reading, so let's get started. good morning, welcome back. So, first update, also we're back in the spot, get used to it. If you watched my last video, I'm just going off tangent now, but if you watched my last video where I redid my bookshelves, like basically this whole room, I think I'm gonna add bookish posters and such to this like little corner. So like it'll be even cuter when I film. And then I wanna get a rug. So those are the comments I have that I wish I made in the last video, but just throwing that out there. Anyways, back to the actual reading of this video. Let's talk updates. Let's start talking about this one first. This is Check and Mate. I already think I described this to y'all. I am on chapter 17, page 203, so still kind of got a ways to go, but I'm like flying through this. I mean, it's a YA book, and it's Allie Hazelwood's writing. Like, it really just flows. I'm pretty sure I heard Rachel Catherine kind of like, not like compare this to Carrie Soto's Back, but like kind of in that way of like, it's teaching you about a sport by not like directly coming out and telling you all the rules, but like just kind of like putting it into the story. And I kind of agree with that, especially like the competition aspect. I love that. If you didn't know, Carrie Soto's Back is one of like my favorite books of all time. Like, I love that book. So I'm honestly having a really fun time with this. It's not like that intense. It's not talking about it that much, but I think by the end of the book, there'll be some like pretty important competitions and whatnot. So I look forward to that. So far, so good. Nolan is a little cutie. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm excited to continue it. If it were up to me, guys, I would kind of just read this and not... I feel like that sounds bad. This was like really highly anticipated and I'm a little bored, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I haven't heard any reviews yet, so I'm sure at this point you've heard stuff, but in the moment, I'm like not having the best time. I had to pick up the audiobook because I just needed to. So shout out the audiobook for getting me to where I'm at. I'm at like page 215. Chapter 22, so I'm literally like 30% done with this book. I don't really think I have anything else to say, especially because this is a non-spoiler reading vlog, but I'm hoping the plot picks up and I feel more invested into these characters and the story. My cats are fighting. I've got some great books right here to read for the day. I've got my Starbucks little holiday cup. Oh, and y'all saw from last night, I started that puzzle. It was hard. I was honestly struggling. That's where we're at. Like, why did the border take me so long? It's one of those puzzles where like, I was able to like put pieces that weren't together, and so it was just like throwing me off. If you know, you know. Anyways, I think I'm going to try and prioritize Iron Flame. As much as I would love to just pick this up and kind of knock it out, like, I just think I'd have a better rest of the week if I like did it at the same time. So today I'm gonna try and play a little catch up here, maybe make it to like that 50% mark. We'll see. And yes, I will talk to y'all later. Alright, hello. So it is now update time. And I have officially finished Check and Mate. I finished this at work, that's why I didn't record it. But I want to talk about this as well as Iron Flame. Starting off with this was really, really cute. I love a like easy romance, and I feel like the chest kind of set this apart from other romances. And I know people have had problems with Allie Hazelwood's writing being like too similar because they're all like STEM based, and I feel like if that's a critique that you have, like this definitely was like way different than her other romances in my opinion. And I wouldn't say that was necessarily because this is YA, because this didn't feel very YA, just because it was like a sport related, not necessarily like a career and science related, although this ended up being a career. I don't know, you know what I mean. But yeah, I really liked our characters, Mallory and Nolan. I also liked the side characters, like her sisters were really cute. And then just the people that she interacted with in like the chess world, I also thought that was really cute. It's really short, which is totally fine. It was under like $3.50, I think. So for what it is, I think it was cute, but it would have been nice if she could have expanded more on like their personal stories, and maybe if we got his point of view. I'm a sucker for dual POV, so I'm always gonna ask for that. Anyways, I just thought it was really cute. Another critique I do have is that, like I said, like it was very chest heavy, and it kind of was building up to like one specific setting, like a game, and that was kind of just overlooked. And I would have really liked to have that be like a longer in-depth scene, but that wasn't the case. So I was a little bit upset by that, but I still really enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna give this like a 4 stars. Like, it was cute. Okay, maybe like a 3.75. I don't know. Yes, I'm happy that I picked this up, and I would recommend. Next up for Iron Flame, I can't remember where I was at last time we chatted, but I'm on chapter 36, so about 50% through. And so far so good. Something big was revealed, like a plot twist, and my jaw did drop, so we always love that. And I feel like right where I'm at is getting a lot better, so I'm very excited to continue this and see where that goes. Yeah, 1 down, 1 to go. Let's keep reading. Alright, hello. It is now time to close up this video because I have indeed finished Iron Flame, and it's time we talk about it. Now, although this video isn't like spoilers or anything, if you don't want to hear like anything about the book, like you don't even want to hear like my thoughts on it, like vaguely, I would recommend just like clicking out. I'll see y'all in the next one. No worries, I get it. I'm pretty sure Fourth Wing took me like 4 days to read, which, like, considering how big it is, like, that was like, I was proud of that. Maybe 5 days. Like, it's a big book, and I was annotating that, and I just had like a lot of fun with it. That's just not kind of how this was for me. Now, I did have company like coming to stay with me at one point, so like I stopped reading for like 3 days, but besides that, this took me like 9 or 10 days to read, and I struggled, and I read like a lot just today to like finally finish, and it was like the best part of the book was the last part, which I feel like that's not really saying much because that's how like any fantasy really is, like everything really goes down then, but still, I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it was like the writing style. I think it definitely had to do with the pacing. Like the pacing of this book compared to Fourth Wing, I was bored, which I think I've already said, but I still feel bad saying it. So yes, I'm going to be giving this, I think, a 3.75. It wasn't exactly a 4. On a 10 scale, that means a 3.5 would be a 7. And like, I feel like that's fitting. I feel like anything below a 7 is like kind of into the territory of like, would I recommend this to you? And like, I would still highly recommend Iron Flame. I will say there were quite a few twists, and I did have my jaw drop at a few. I don't think I can really say anything more. I don't want to give spoilers in the slightest, but basically, I just thought one of the twists would have wowed me, and I literally was like, ooh, I don't care, oops. I still have a lot of love for Fourth Wing. I don't know, the pacing of the series scares me, so we'll see how it all pans out. Also, I've already talked about my thoughts on Check and Mate, so I think we're done here. Thank you so much for coming along. These were very fun books to read, very highly anticipated. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're reading a good book, having a great day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.